So, anyways,
John
we're at
Wright.
Skynet headquarters now, and Marcus Wright has now finally arrived.
And he's walking in front. He's a little apprehensive, but he's walking in front of the gunner.
Are you sure he's not just suicidal?
Well, he probably is. I think this is the kind of moment of truth for Marcus. It's like, if this thing guns me down, I'm human, therefore I'm still good. But if it doesn't, it's kind of really fucking way his mind.
Okay, so Marcus is let pass and he's going into Skynet HQ, where he reaches the central computer and begins to hook up with it. You know what, I think I'm just going to let Duck take over this one here.
Which is a great little piece of actual visuals on my end is, what's his name? Marcus Wright. Great piece of visuals on my end is Marcus Wright hacking Skynet, which is brilliantly done. As you know, a lot of computers aren't very see-through, so it's a brilliant visual for a start. But the little details in this is in his eye. You find out, because of damage, his retina is kind of visual, is able to be seen, the redness in his eye. And it's a beautiful little touch, keeps it up with it, his actual machine, and while he hacks Skynet, you could see the information going through him into, his cortex.
Yeah.
And now we move on also to John Connor hacking into Skynet to get in, which is a scene well done, because it still shows, yeah, he's got hacking experience, and he's used the parts from the gun, or the machine bike, I would say. To get in, but then hides as a great scene reminiscent of Terminator 2 and Terminator 3 opening, where the machine comes in with a gun and kind of looks scary at the while for the camera.
Yeah, that is really true.
Well, he opens it anyway, so he gets in there, and every other door is open except for Clarice's.
Not just that, we gotta remember who it is that's opening and give him all this information. Of course, Marcus is currently having a conversation with, I'm assuming it's the Skynet
Skynet.
I think it's Skynet AI.
No other refused chief
again.
to infiltrate, find a target.
Marcus Wright obviously doesn't take it very well, and he just says he's going to save John Connor.
Mainly because he's been told he is actually the perfect infiltration, because he did not know that what he was doing was being secretly recorded due to the chip that's in his brain. And of course, now that he's there,
takes it out.
he rips it out of the back of the skull.
I know what I am. I'm better this way.
You will not be given a second chance. You cannot save John Connor.
Watch me.
Well, John Connor, while still looking for his dear old teenage daddy, comes across another door. Now, for anybody who loves Terminator, this is actually the
ultimate
silence best moment of the movie.
Quiet. Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Save the moment, boys. And we're good.
Yes.
Of course, unfortunately, we don't have a time machines, because that ain't the real Arnold Schwarzenegger. But it's still very great to see Arnie had some kind of reprisal for this film, and
it's Arnold as he was in the 80s.
And here's the bit that falls down on its face for me. John Connor immediately opens fire. Of course,
exactly.
There's no reaction, no recognition. It's just immediately he starts it. Alright, life in danger, I'll admit that much.
But what was one of the best things about Terminator 2? I'll tell you this now. It was the relationship between a man, man and a machine. It's the father-son relationship they had. And considering the fact that even in the third film they acknowledged it.
He mentioned that he goes,
that's the closest thing you've had to a father. in this scene, like where he sees him again, he just opens fire
for the first time in about 15 years, and
seriously,
bang. Of course, see the Terminator kick the ever-loving man.
What's your name? Kyle Reese.
oh no, they tore off his skin. I guess they just couldn't afford to keep Arnold that long.
Oh well, it was still good to see.
And they come across and seem like how else did anyone Terminator 1 and 2 together, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's a mixture of the factory from T1 and the melting works of T2.
What are these? Fuel cells. Life source for the T-800. Nuclear. Enough to level this place.
But anyway, of course,
just hijinks ensues, like, Sam Worthington and Christian Bale, that's all I'm going to call them. It's just easy to call them by the actors' names.
Yeah.
They start fighting the Terminator, like, and then they start to kick his ass.
Terminator takes out Sam Worthington by punching him in his only weak point, his heart.
But then he turns his attention to Christian Bale. And while Christian Bale notices lava, yes, let's use that. What? Steam now in the right place? God, all these things are just coming together. Why not just give him a rocket launcher as well along with that?
You son of a bitch!
Okay, so now we know where he got the scar from. Okay,
Yeah.
That's where he got the scar from. You sure? Really? Okay.
Can I just
point out, right? We've got so many homages in here right now. Okay, like to the past two films.
That's true.
Okay. And I know, like in Terminator 3, like I would always say, like that they didn't put in enough. In this, they put in too many. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I would agree, but I don't think it's a bad thing.
No, it's not really a bad thing, but it really comes off as trying to...
unnecessary.
It's exactly what proves the point. The fans always get exactly what they want. They're just not happy with it. They always...
Because it's done the wrong way, that's why.
It was a great... Every little piece of it, or, homage in this, was not done just for the sake of an homage. It was all done...
Yeah, but the
reasonable
film does sort
respect
of
for the plot.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The film
But it
does
does
sort of come
affect the film's quality in some way. Do you know what I mean?
It comes
Yeah,
off
regardless,
as
I believe
homages
it made
are
it
what's
better.
influencing the plot. You know what? It's the homage that's influencing the plot. It's like, here's everything we'd like to reference.
Anyways.
Write a plot around it.
While Marcus is lying there dead, John Connor comes over and he manages to revive him, only to get stabbed through the chest by the Terminator, who's managed to break free from his molten mold. So now you can tear the Terminator's head off. Why was that so easy for you there and not a while ago?
Because he wasn't influenced by anger, and anger can give you super strength.
Look, let's just wrap it up because I don't know how much more I can take on this
as we all know, that of course, for anyone who knows the Terminator franchise, it doesn't look like Marcus Wright's going to be in the future. So, because Christian Bale is dying, because I don't know if his heart was pierced, slashed, marginally touched.
In actual fact, any of that kind of stuff should have killed John Connor instantly.
Yeah.
So if his heart was damaged,
he would have went down like that.
Yeah. If his
Can't take it.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, Kate.
Well, with John Connor looking well and truly fucked, Marcus comes up with a brilliant idea.
Take mine.
You're not seriously going with the story. Oh, you're seriously not going with the story.
Fortunately so.
Yeah.
He's
That
going to
is-
offer himself up as a sacrificial lamb for the Messiah.
That
Very biblical, don't you think?
that is bullshit.
Yeah, but at least he goes with your hot chick.
That
Gets a kiss before he grows.
Wouldn't a machine be more used to the resistance?
okay.
That's
So
what I
John,
thought.
You would think so, but no.
let's just end this. Okay. So
Well,
John
this
Connor's
is
in a
what
helicopter.
happens.
John Connor's in a helicopter, and he does his best to monologue his way through the final scene.
Fuck me, I'm sick of his monologuing.
There is a storm on the horizon, a time of hardship and pain. This battle has been won, but the war against the machines rages on. Skynet's global network remains strong, but we will not quit until all of it is destroyed. This is John Connor. There is no fate but what we make.
That's pretty much Terminator Salvation. Okay.
Closing statements?
Terrible.
I think it was pretty good. It was good homage.
At best, it's only a homage, you know. It's not great. Although, to
It's
be
what
fair,
Terminator-
Sam Worthington is quite amazing as Marcus Wright.
It's what
Christian
Terminator
Bale's
3
Sam
should
Worthington
be.
is good, and he's actually the best actor in this film. May I just say, next to Michael
No
Ironside.
doubt.
And without a doubt, Christian Bale is the worst actor in this film. Now, many people might just say my comment's controversial, considering the fact Christian Bale just recently won an Oscar. We know that, but you see, he was actually good in that film.
Yeah,
And that's just
whereas
the thing.
this here, he was coming off just sort of like an angry drunk.
Not just the fact he's an angry drunk, he just didn't come out of character out of Batman, that's all.
It was Batman without the bat suit, and it just didn't work. But overall,
No, sorry.
I would still say check the film out. If you're a
This
fan
would
of the
be-
franchise, you'll enjoy the references and the backstory for Kyle Reese and John.
Me personally, I didn't like this film. I thought it was terrible, and if anybody has any sense, they would save their money. And you know,
I'm not
I think
saying
the film,
buy it, I'm
the
saying
film,
rent it
the
or steal
film.
it off the internet.
At best, it's a rental then, but at the same time, you're best saving your rental money on Terminator 3. Yeah, that's no joke. Okay.
Honestly, though, I think it's actually worth a look. I've got to overrule.
I
Doing one,
agree.
it's definitely
2 to
worth
1.
it.
We actually agree. You gotta check it out. Even if you're not really thinking it's going to be that great, for completion's sake, check it out. Because it does fill in backstory for what John does in the future, what Kyle was like before he went back in time. And just generally...
that's all it
some
is.
of
It's
the-
just a filler movie. It just fills in the holes. That's all. That's all its purpose is.
Well,
What's
to be
wrong with
fair,
that?
they
Oh, well.
started that Judgment Day.
Look,
But
that's us. So, okay, I'm Real Solid Snake.
I'm Successful Dale.
And I'm Dr. 325.
We're the Irish Critics, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.